Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and the leader of one of the largest cities in the United States is firing back against the commander-in-chief. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel is talking some smack to President Trump, saying that the president should mind his own business, not worry about what's going on in the largest city of Illinois, and instead, as Emanuel puts it, worry about his legal problems, even though the president, we get into this all the time, there's no real legal problems to worry about. But all of this comes after a Tuesday night rally that President Trump held in West Virginia, where amongst the many things that he discussed, one of those was the city of Chicago, and talking about how terrible the immigration policies were, and talking about how the crime rates are incredibly high there, using Chicago as an example of a lot of those dangerous, liberally led cities that we have in this country. Yeah, it didn't sit too well, though, with Rahm Emanuel, because Rahm Emanuel went ahead and he defended the city. He defended their immigration policies by just saying, oh, Chicago, we're a welcoming place. Yeah, there's a difference between being a welcoming place and giving a climate where criminals, people who are here in this country illegally, you have no idea what kind of people they are because you didn't want to take the time to vet them, when they come into your city and just have the ability to prey upon any of the American citizens who live in said municipality. I mean, that's what's going on. Chicago, one of many places where incompetent liberal leadership is doing everything they can to defend the foreign migrants who are in their city because, oh, why would we want to clean that up? Who cares that it's an economic burden on our citizens? Who cares that we're exposing our constituents to what could be incredibly serious violence, even fatal violence, as we saw in Iowa this past week? We're learning what happened to young Molly Tibbetts. Oh, who cares about any of that if you're a liberal leader like Rahm Emanuel, though? Because the only thing that matters is, oh, yeah, well, we can bring these illegals in, and you know what? I bet they're going to vote for me, and I bet they're going to vote for Tammy Duckworth and Dick Durbin to have another term in the Senate. See, that's all they care about. The only thing they care about is votes. And the president's pointing out, hey, yeah, you think you're all, such the greatest person in the world, a humanitarian by letting these people in. You are doing a huge disservice to all of your legal, law-abiding citizens. And it's not just that. The president, like I mentioned, touched on the crime rates as well. This past weekend alone in Chicago, you had 60-plus people shot. A handful of them died. And you know what the really sad thing about this is? This isn't even the first weekend in the month of August in the city of Chicago where 60-plus people have been shot. It's happened multiple times already. But, they don't care down in Chicago because Rahm Emanuel keeps talking about, oh, no, we're a safe city. We've got the strictest gun laws in the United States. You hear that all over all the time, don't you? Yeah, but here's the thing. And who could have seen this coming? When you have the strictest gun laws in the country, what does that do? Oh yeah, it takes the guns out of the hands of the good guys because they're abiding by the law, they're going along with things, and you know who still has guns? You know who still finds a way to have guns? The bad guys. Because Mr. Emanuel, I know this is so shocking, what a shocking revelation I'm about to give you, but when you have these incredibly strict gun laws, when you try and take guns away from law-abiding American citizens, yeah, here's the thing. The people who are willing to go out there and break the law, break the most serious law, murdering people, yeah, they're not going to care too much if they have to break some lesser felonies along the way to do so. So you're safe city because we have gun laws. So yeah, nice try. That has been proven to be absolutely false. It's just unbelievable that you continue to have this negligent liberal leadership. They do not care at all about their people. They only care about themselves and what they think is going to give them continued political power and wealth. And Rahm Emanuel, oh yeah, he's not even focused on his job. He's not doing his job. All he wants to do is just take shots at the president. Hey, before you go talking about how the country should run, how about you learn to run a damn city first? Because Rahm Emanuel, he signed up for this job. He wanted to be the mayor of Chicago, and congratulations, Rahm, you got it. But guess what? There's also some difficult parts to the job. You actually have to ensure your city is a good place. It's not just a bunch of ribbon cuttings and photo ops kissing babies. Yeah, you actually have to do your damn job, and you are failing at it miserably. So who are you to critique somebody in President Trump who's actually doing his job, a much tougher job than you have, and doing a damn good job at it? You see, Rahm Emanuel's just like these NFL ingrates, these un-American NFL players that go kneeling during the anthem. Yeah, they're not holding themselves accountable. They don't realize that they are in the wrong. Instead, oh no, they're going to blame President Trump. You know what President Trump's doing? President Trump's being the person who points out that there is a wrong going on here. He is pointing out your faults. And when somebody does that, I know it's not the greatest feeling in the world, but you can't just go saying, oh, it's their fault. They were mean and they pointed out my shortcomings. No. You have to look at yourself and you have to look at those shortcomings, and you have to do everything to change them, especially for your constituents. But Rahm Emanuel, you clearly do not give a damn, and hopefully, for the sake of any of the sensible people in Chicago, this is the absolute last time they are going to ever have to refer to you as being their mayor. That's all the time that we have for today. Off tomorrow, but have a terrific weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. The John Muir Show, 8:40 a.m. WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Until then, I'm out.